We have a cost of living crisis in Canada. The price of housing, groceries, fuel, and home heating have pushed far too many to the financial breaking point. Once upon a time, if you worked hard in Canada, you could earn a paycheck that would comfortably pay for your necessities. You would even have some cash left over, maybe take a family vacation. My father was an electrician. One of my brothers is an electrician and another is a carpenter. These are good blue-collar jobs in the skilled trades. We grew up in a safe neighborhood on Vancouver Island, a place that's not that safe anymore. My father worked hard and he was able to raise and support 6 children. We didn't always have a lot, but we always had enough. My brothers worked hard and were able to live comfortably. Sometimes we didn't have a lot in our kitchen cupboards, but my father never had to visit the food bank to put food on the table for us. That was the promise of Canada. But under these Liberals, that promise is broken. After 8 years of this overbearing NDP-Liberal government, Canadians are out of money and they are turning their backs on the Liberal Party, and the Prime Minister knows it. After 8 years of the NDP-Liberal costly coalition, the promise of Canada is broken. Canadians with higher education and many working in the skilled trades find themselves living in tents or in their cars. Crime, chaos, drugs, and disorder plague our streets, and we have a Minister of Justice who says it's all in our heads. After 8 years of this NDP-Liberal government and their punitive carbon tax, the cost of groceries is out of control and Canadian families are hurting. A tax on the farmer who grows the food, a tax on the trucker who ships the food, a tax on the store that sells the food is a tax on the family struggling to buy the food. 1 in 5 Canadians are now skipping meals because they simply can't afford food, and food bank usage is up, now at levels we've never seen before. Food banks in my community are at risk of bankruptcy because they can't keep up with demand. Put simply, our citizens can't afford to feed themselves because of the NDP-Liberal government. They also are struggling to put a roof over their heads. 9 in 10 young Canadians believe the dream of home ownership is just that, a dream. 9 in 10? Mortgages have doubled. Rents have doubled. Down payments have doubled. Greater Vancouver is now the 3rd most overpriced housing market on the planet. In the city of Vancouver, the average rent is over $3,300 a month, and for a 2-bedroom apartment, nearly $3,900 a month. Add that to our nearly, well, actually $2 plus a litre for gas. A recent CD House study determined that in Vancouver, nearly $1.3 million of the cost of an average home is government gatekeepers adding unnecessary red tape. That means that over 60% of the price of a home in Vancouver is bloated by delays, fees, regulations, taxes, and high-priced consultants. Data from Statistics Canada shows that residential construction investment has declined for the 4th consecutive month, including a decrease of 3.2% in Vancouver. In Canada, it used to take 25 years to pay off a mortgage. Now it takes 25 years just to save up for a down payment. This NDP-Liberal government's record on housing has been nothing short of disastrous.